road trip. We are going to Napa. We have 6 hours to kill. Actually, we only have 3 hours and 18 minutes left now, but not too bad. We have some time. We wanted to get on. I feel like I haven't done a video in a minute. I haven't done a Q&A in a minute, and I just want to give you guys some life updates, share some fun things, answer all your questions, and all the fun stuff like that. So this is Wells.
Hey guys.
He's my gentle giant boyfriend who's driving right now, and I'm the passenger princess for now. I was driving, but then I started to feel sick. I swear it wasn't because I wanted to be a passenger princess, but it's perfect because we're gonna do this little Q&A, and I think we should jump right into it. How old are you? I just turned 30 in December. I guess not just. And I absolutely love being 30. It's the best year of my life so far. Everyone says the same thing about being 30. Everything changes, like your confidence changes, you care way less about what people think, you feel more financially stable, closer knit group of friends, and you just feel like you have your life together. Every year gets better, and I feel like 30 has been such a good year so far. And yeah, how old are you?
I'm 33, and yeah, I agree. I think 30s is great. Once you get past like 31, then they all kind of blend together, I'd say.
Yeah.
So when you just asked how old I was, it takes me a second. I don't know if it's 30, 29, 34. I just kind of forget, honestly.
Wells is in his Jesus year, 33. That's what we call it. How did we meet? Everyone's asking. That's like the number one question that we got asked.
And it's the old-fashioned way, right?
The old-fashioned way. We met on a dating app. So hard to meet people these days, I guess. And we matched, and Wells asked for my number right away. Yeah, he asked me out right away. And I think we were both traveling for a bit. And then as soon as we got back like the same day to LA, and then we went out for drinks. And I guess,
well, it was the day before New Year's Eve that we went on our first date.
Oh yeah.
And then it just so happened that neither of us had plans the next day. So then I think
we were both secretly holding out to hang out together. I think that it was kind of secretly planned.
Yeah. So then I got my New Year's kiss.
But we also did kiss on the first date. So who made the first move?
I hope it was me.
Yeah, it was. What city in Texas do you live in?
In Houston, yeah.
Yeah.
Houston is, surprisingly to many, the 4th biggest city in the U.S., soon to be the 3rd. Yeah, I grew up there. It's home for me. A lot of my family's there, and whenever Jordan's there, it's that much better. So we have a lot of fun and a lot of good memories, and love kind of going back there, especially between travels and hectic work. It's a nice balance of good energy and great people with the ability to relax and spend some family time. And
now we split our time there. Like as of this, over the past year, we've been kind of just splitting our time half and half, and it's such a wonderful balance with this world and this industry. Being in LA, hustling, working, traveling, and stuff like that, it's a really nice way, like Wells said, to relax and be around family and kind of have a normal life in a way. We love our friends in Texas. I feel like I've made such good friends there over the past year. So quickly too, like it's so easy to meet people there. Everyone's so nice. And I also have my grandparents and my cousins live there, and my parents come down a lot to visit, and it's great. We love going to Houston. What dating apps do you recommend to find a committed man? I don't think it's a specific app. I feel like it's more so like the type of guy that you're matching with on an app. What would you say is like a green flag for matching with a guy? I mean, I could answer, but I feel like as a guy.
For matching in general? Or
yeah. Like all the girlies are asking. They're like, what's a good app to find like a nice committed guy?
Regardless of which app you use, maybe just be intentional is the word I'd use. And it's like if you're in a position where you want something more like short-term and fun, like I think that people are going to recognize that too in who you're reaching out to and like the conversations you're starting, versus if you want something like longer term and you want something serious. I feel like it's kind of not only who you pick, but how you show yourself.
Like, you can tell a lot about someone's intentions by like their photos, the way they speak to you in conversation, whether or not they get your number right away.
Like those kinds of things kind of show through.
Right.
And then if it's more so just like at the club and like, you know, on yachts and kind of a status symbol kind of game, then
party vibe.
That's generally maybe, it doesn't mean that person's a bad person, it just might mean they're just in a different phase of life, you know, than you are.
Exactly. But you never know, maybe that was their past, because I mean, Wells and I both love to travel and party and like just be social and be out, and we're still like that together. It's been so fun to like flourish and do all and live that life like together. But maybe that person who is showing like those types of photos is ready to kind of like meet someone good and have stability and have a real connection and partner, you know? So I think it's just using your intuition and being open and just kind of looking out for their intentions, I guess. Okay, what is your educational background? Well, I went to fashion design school. I went to a school called Marist College in upstate New York, and I studied fashion design for 4 years. So I sewed, I did CAD, I like designed clothes and collections and did fashion marketing, things like that. And then I ended up finishing my last year online and trying to finish because I was working when I was in school. And I failed a class my senior year just because I was so dedicated to being in New York City and working and like being out there in the industry that I just neglected school so much. Funny, because I actually failed my product development class senior year, and that's like what I do basically now, or what I've done like in the real world. But it's just because I had absences. But yeah, I'm gonna look like a degenerate compared to Wells. Wells went to
Columbia in New York, and I studied psychology, partially because it's a liberal arts school and I knew I wanted to do business and finance after school, but they didn't have undergrad business. So I took some classes and realized psychology is really interesting. Did that and also played football there, and that was a big part of my college experience. And yeah, it's where a lot of my best friends come from and all that.
The nice thing about him studying psychology is that I feel like he does understand people's behavioral patterns very well, like especially in business and in life and through like family, friends, just working with people on a daily basis. He like really knows how to like, he just like understands people's trajectory better of like how they're navigating a lot of things. Even like myself too, which I think is really cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Fashion tips for guys and girls. This is fun. I would say my number one fashion tip is having a really good basic wardrobe. Of course, having a really good capsule wardrobe, and then investing in unique accessories that can personalize your look with like cool belts, cool jewelry, fun bags, cool shoes and things like that. I feel like as I've gotten older and I've spent so much money on clothes over the past 10 years since like making my own money and things like that, the amount of things that I've sold that are like trendy pieces, money that I feel like I've wasted on just like trendy items, I just can't. I've wasted tens of thousands of dollars, like probably like so much money on the like random trends that I didn't wear past a season. So I think just like keeping it simple and classic.
Yeah, I think guys, like you said, the basics are important. So, you know, having like a few good pairs of jeans, some nice t-shirts that are gonna last, and you know, it's the difference of paying $20 for a t-shirt versus $55 or something, and it seems like a lot, and there's a big difference, but it's like the ones that are $55 are just gonna be cut better, they're gonna last longer, they're just gonna be better quality, and like those things show. I feel like once it's like when it's the complete look together, those small things show. Like the accessories, like you said, so shoes and belts. A lot of times like those who know kind of thing are always going to look at the shoes you wear or the watch you wear. And that doesn't mean you have to always ball out. Like if you don't have a budget, then that's totally fine. But I would just say picking quality is going to always be the move, you know.
Next question. What are your biggest tips for improving your self-care? This is a good one too. I like to say that self-care starts with taking care of your physical health. Everything trickles down from your physical health. So if you're working out and you're eating right, I mean, Wells and I eat everything. We don't always eat healthy, but if you're like constantly trying to be the best version of yourself physically and health-wise, then your confidence is high, you can be good to other people, you can show up for your colleagues in business, you can communicate better because your mind is clear. I think that is really important, and I think self-care, like making sure that you're investing in yourself, like going to a good dermatologist, going to a good doctor, doing yearly blood panels just to make sure everything's good. Your health is your most sacred thing. So I think just always trying to be on top of it and learning about your body and knowing what's going on inside is important. I need to be better about that. I'm not perfect. Like I definitely want to do things like get allergy tested and things like that.
It's kind of listening to your body a lot. There's all kinds of science showing that gut-brain connection is so important these days, and I really want to tap into that. I guess, yeah, prescribing something to anybody doesn't make a ton of sense unless that person enjoys it or they're going to do it on a regular basis. And
have your friendships changed since you have had a boyfriend? Yes, absolutely. I think a part of life in general is just evolving your relationships overall. I think your 20s is a time to kind of trial and error different types of relationships and friendships and really understand what you need in friendships and relationships and things like that. And when you find someone new, of course, you like start going out on double dates and then going on trips with other couples and just attracting people who are in the same stage of life. And I think it's a really beautiful thing. And sometimes other relationships, such as like certain single friends or people who are like in a different stage or have different intentions with their life at the moment, might not align with you in this new stage, but they might catch up later. What would you say?
yeah, you can kind of still be a fun person that, you know, goes out with them every once in a while and kind of keeps that type of, I don't know, relation going with your single friends, but at the same time, like, yeah, I think it's very normal to sort of evolve a bit, but I think that just happens in general as you get older too.
Yeah, just in general, like every year changes. Like you might move, you might spend more time somewhere else, and then your friendships are going to completely evolve depending upon your lifestyle and where you're going and stuff like that. What do you do for a living?
What do I do for a living?
Yeah, people know what I do.
So I'm balancing two startups right now. One is called Kermit Labs, where I'm the founder, and I get to work with my brother, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, my mom's an interior designer, and I really admire and love all of her work. I think it influences me a lot, but I say that because we do 3D modeling and all kinds of crazy stuff with brands, where we build product configurators, we do virtual photo shoots utilizing CGI. So a lot of the same technology that's in like Hollywood, where you'll see, you know, all the special effects and those things. We do that, except for brands specifically. So, and then we'll create experiences for those brands. Second, I have a brand called Banyan Motors, which you've probably seen a lot of in Jordan's.
I'll insert some videos and photos of stuff that we've done with Banyan, which is super fun. So forming their social media over the past year.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of growth, and it's been really fun.
It's felt super natural and fun, which is awesome. And yeah, I mean, it's hard to, I feel like, transition from doing what she does to just jumping into like automotive and like brand strategy and like doing not just the sexy stuff, but also, you know, dealing with the car business and, you know, driving all kinds of places and all kinds of auto shops and different things that are not necessarily as fun, but
it's a cool world. I'm learning a lot, and vintage cars is such a cool industry to be in, and also just like car restoration and vehicles and like all that type of stuff is so cool. And you guys are growing and scaling a lot, and they're such incredible cars. They're so cool, and yeah, they're kind of diving into other categories now. It'll be really fun to see where it goes from here, because I feel like it's just the beginning still. They're only 2 years old. They're a baby. What are your favorite date spots in LA? Sunset Tower.
yeah,
Tower Bar is probably our favorite date spot. We love it there. It's just such a good vibe. They have live piano, live band. They have really good cocktails. The food is amazing. The service is impeccable.
proper hotel in off of Wilshire, I think.
Yeah, that was our first
Santa
one.
Monica. Yeah,
Yeah.
first date. It's like very loungy, so it feels very free flowing. They have like sofas and like lounge chairs and tables just kind of everywhere, and so you can just kind of hang out there for hours and just have good conversation and have interesting people around you, good food and good drinks.
It's really cozy and cute for date night. So like Jones.
Oh yeah, Jones is great.
We like Jones in Hollywood. It's very old school Hollywood. This was fun. My camera's probably overheating right now because it's 100 degrees here. Let us know if you have any more questions in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video for you guys. I'll be back with a new video next week. And I'll give you all the updates about Napa. I'll post on my Instagram.
Bye.
Bye.